All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the after show on the channel or a podcast, wherever you can get your information at, as far as my stream goes. We're going to talk about kind of the game and some of the things that happened in the game, some of the highlights, and shouldn't take more than about 10 minutes to go over. But I want to definitely express congratulations to the Texas Longhorns on a 31-12 victory going into Ann Arbor, Michigan, and catching the W. Dominant performance today. 31-12 really doesn't tell you the whole score, as Michigan ended up scoring later on in the game to get those 12 points. For the most of the game, it was only a 6 point. Uh, Only 6 points that the Michigan offense had scored, and that was based on field goals. Let's get into the let's get into some of the things we can look at right here. So 31-12 is the overall win of this game. And what makes it pretty interesting is Quinn went 24-36 for 246. 21 of 36 for 246 yards, 3 touchdowns. I even had some people who put on their predictions that they're going to, Texas was going to score, Quinn was going to have like 400 yards. And they thought about, when it comes to betting, that they were going to bet that much. But he had a really, really stellar day run the offense. What's crazy here is to see that Ryan Wingo, he led the rushing yards with one carry for 55 yards, even though Gibson and Eisner and Jaden Blue both, all three kind of got involved in the offense. Gonna see here, they had 143 rushing yards, but it was pretty much split almost evenly between Ryan Wingo, Jarrett Gibson, Wisner, and Jaden Blue. And Quinn even tried to do some running. But I want you guys to see about Ryan Wingo is this. He's a freshman and a wide receiver. So the fact that he had the most amount of rushing yards says a testament to the situation that is going on with our injuries, right? With Baxter being injury and being injured, and it's definitely tough. Can we go ahead and give our flowers to Gunnar Helm? Look at this, 7 yards or 7 receptions for 98 yards. He led the team in receptions and then tied the team for total touchdowns for the game. As far as receiving goes, so as you can see here, Quinn got 3 touchdowns. He kind of let the passing go around, right? So you see here, Helm, Golden, the transfer from Oregon State, and Jaden Blue. And then Isaiah Vaughn, he had 3 catches, 51 yards. So I'm hoping as time goes on, they're able to increase those numbers and distribution between the different wide receivers. Essentially, the defense played a really, really stout game. It reminded me of the bend but don't break type of offenses, or I'm sorry, defenses, and it made for a really, really, really interesting game. Let's go ahead and take a look here let's look at the team stats. I want to know what the red zone efficiency was this game. So on third downs they were 10 of 16. Michigan was only 3 of 12, and they went for it on fourth down for 3 times. Our total yards was under 400 yards, which isn't really the best for a prolific offense, but I mean, I'll take it. They only scored, if you can look here, the box score is 3-3, and then they finally got their touchdown in the fourth quarter. And Texas, of course, led the turnover battle. Texas was able to acquire 3 turnovers, 1 fumbles, and 2 interceptions. Just a great overall game. We led the time of possession. That's one thing that they talked about last year with Washington. How do you beat Texas? You hold on to the football. So I'm really excited about this win. To me, Quinn takes offensive MVP for the game. And then I want to go to the defense. Let's talk the defense. Jahdae Barron having the Texas fumble pick up. But the big thing that I am really excited to see, let me share this with you guys. All right, so now you can see my screen here. Right here. So we had 2 interceptions from Makuba and Derek Williams Jr. Not even the staples of the defense, just 2 individuals that went out of their way to make things work. Great start and completion of this game. I still think Golden is going to take off as far as the way he's returning kicks this year. I see him scoring, some more points. And then let's look at our total tackles. David Gabenda leading our tackles. It's pretty wild to me seeing a transition from last year to this year. And of course, we talked about Ant Hill. Somebody, I can't remember who I talked to. They said that he was going to lead the team in tackles, and he almost did. And just look at this, the team from the top to about right here. Excuse me. You have 4 tackles between the majority of them, and then a few 5 and 6s. Just a whole team effort. Rushing, Gibson had the majority of the touches with 10 for 36 yards and a touchdown. That's really hard if your big focus is on passing. So either way, all right. It is 5:22 a.m. here in Japan. Great game today. Texas winning 31-12. I plan to come on here either tonight or tomorrow to kind of discuss some afterthought, maybe watch some film on what's going on. So good to do these streams for the first time, and as a lot of us say, hook 'em.